I know I skipped 2 days, but we're going to keep going. So keep reading. Yeah, and 20 minutes. Okay. Mm. Fascinated, Harry thumbed through the rest of the envelope's contents. Why on earth did Flinch want a quick spell course? Did this mean he wasn't a proper wizard? Harry was just reading. Lesson 1. Holding your wand. Some useful tips. When shuffling footsteps outside told him Flinch was coming back, stuffing the parchment back into the envelope. I just want to make sure our parchment moves. Okay. Or it actually pronounced parchment. Wow, so I'm the dumbass all the time. Okay, parchment. Back into Harry threw it back onto the desk just as the door opened. Flinch was looking. Uh, Triumphant. Okay, maybe you should be. Okay, whatever. Triumphant. That vanishing cabinet was extremely valuable, he was saying gleefully to Mrs. Doris. Gleefully. Well, we will have peeps all this time, my sweet. His eyes fell on Harry and then darted to the crystal envelope, which, I realized too late, was lying 2 feet away from where it had started. French's pasty face went brick red. Harry braced himself for a tittle, tittle. Oh fuck! Himself for a tidal wave of fury, right? Wave of fury. French hobbled. French hobbled across to his desk, snatched up the envelope, and threw it into the drawer. Did you read? He sputtered. Sputtered. No, Harry lied quickly. French, French's knobbly hands. French's knobbly hands were twisting together. If I thought you would read my private, not that is mine, for a friend, be that as it may, however, I was staring at him, alarmed. French had never looked madder. His eyes were popping. A tick was coming in one of his punching cheeks. Pouchy cheek. And the turban scarf didn't help. Like or for a pouch or a soft round shape. So it's like a circle or what? Okay. Very well, go and don't breathe a word. Not that. However, if you didn't read, go now. I have to write up Peeves' report. Go. Amazed at his luck, Harry sped out of the office, up the corridor, and back upstairs. To escape from Finch's office without punishment was probably some kind of school record. Harry, did it work? Nearly headless Nick came gliding out of the classroom. Behind him, Harry could see the wreckage Wreckage, a badly damaged object or a spread its parts of badly damaged object. Wreckage, so it's like something broken, I guess. Wreckage of a large bag and gold cabinet that appeared to have been dropped from a great height. I persuaded Peeves to crash it right over French's office, said Nicky eagerly. Thought it might distract him. Was that you? Said Harry gratefully. Yeah, it worked. I didn't even get detention. Thanks, Nick. They set off up the corridor together. Nearly had this, Nick. Harry noticed. Was still holding Sir Patrick's rejection letter. I wish there was something I could do for you about the headless hound, Harry said. Nearly had it, Nick stopped it in his tracks, and Harry walked right through him. He wishes he hadn't. It was like stepping through an icy shower. But there is something you could do for me, said Nick excitedly. Harry, will I be asking too much? But no, you wouldn't want. What's it? What is it? What is it? What is it? Jesus, said Harry. Well, this Halloween will be my 500th death. Oh yeah, death day, said the early headless Nick, drawing himself up and looking, looking what? Looking dignified, controlled, serious, and calm, and therefore deserving respect. Oh, said Harry, not sure whether he should look sorry or happy about it. Right. I'm holding a party now in one of the roomier roomy roomier. If something such as a house or car is roomy, there's a lot of space inside of the roomier dungeons. Friends will be coming from all over the country. It would be such an honor if you would attend. Mr. Wesley and Mrs. Gringer would be most welcome too, of course. But I dare say you would rather go to school feast. He watched Harry on tenterhooks. Tenterhooks. Worried or nervous about something that is going to happen. Okay? No, said Harry quickly. I will come. My dear boy, Harry Potter, at my death day party. And he hesitated, looked excited. Do you think you could possibly mention to Sir Patrick how very frightening and impressive you find me? Of course, said Harry. Your head is Nick beamed at him. A death day party, said Hermione needy. Oh, I forgot, it's not keenly or needy. Keenly. When Harry had changed at last and joined her and Ron in her common room. I bet there's aren't many living people who can say they've been to one of those. It would be fascinating. Why would anyone want to celebrate the day they died? Said Ron, who was halfway through his potion homework and grumpy. Sounds that depressing to me. Rain was still lashing the windows. Lashing the punishment of being hit with a whip, which were now inky black. But inside all looked bright and cheerful. The firelight glowed over the countless squishy armchairs. Uh, huh. What is squishy? Soft and easy to crush. Squishy armchairs where people sat reading, talking, doing homework, or, in the case of Fred and George Wesley, trying to find out what would happen if you fit a filibuster firework to a salamander. Salamander? What? salamander. What the fuck is a animal that looks like a lizard but has soft skin and lives prone on land water? Hmm. Salamander. Fred had rescued the brilliant orange fire-dwelling lizard from a pair of magical creatures class, and it was now it was now smoldering gently on the table surrounded by the nut. What smolder means actually? To burn slowly with smoke but without flames. Oh, by nut. A drawing made by tapping together the ends of the pieces of string. Okay, okay. Of curious people. A knot of curious people. A 10 minutes for example here, a small group of people. Okay. Harry was at the point of telling Ron and Hermione about Fringe and the quick spell course when the salmon salmon what? Okay, when a salamander suddenly whizzed into the air. Emitting loud sparks and bends as it what? as it whirled wildly round the room. To cut something to turn around in circles. It whirled wildly round the room. The sight of Percy blowing himself hoarse over words of a person having a rough voice, often because of a sore throat or cold. Okay. Percy blowing himself hoarse at Fred and George. This particular spec to wait, no. The spec to the spec to the fuck. Okay, I don't know. Shit. It's crazy. Oh shit. Specu the spectacular display. Very exciting to look at. The spectacular display of tangerine stars showering from the slam salamander, right? Salamander, right? Right. Where is the fucking from the salamander's mouth and is escaped into the fire with accompanying explosions drove both Flinch and the quick spell enveloped from Harry's mind. By the time Halloween arrived, Harry was regretting his rash promise to go to the Death Day party. The rest of the school was happily anticipating their Halloween feast. The great hall had been decorated with the usual live bats. Hagrid's best pumpkins had been carved into lanterns large enough for 3 men to sit in, and there were rumors that Dumbledore had booked a troupe of dancing skeletons for the entertainment. A promise is a promise, Hermione reminded Harry bossily. You said you would go to the Death Day party. So at 7 o'clock, Harry, Ron, and Hermione walked straight past the doorway to the packed Great Hall, which was glittering. Oh my god. Glittering, exciting or admiring by many people. Glittering, glittering invitingly. in a way that attracts you or makes you want to do something. Invitingly, glittering invitingly, with gold plates and candles, and directed their steps instead toward the dungeons. The passageway leading to near the headless next party had been lined with candles too. Though the effect was far from cheerful, these were long, thin, jet black tapers, tapers, taper, to become gradually narrow at the end, only to make something to taper, well, tapers, all burning bright blue, casting a dim, casting a dim, not giving or having much light, casting a dim, ghostly light even over their own living faces. The temperature dropped with every step they took. As Harry shivered and drew his robes tightly around him, he heard what sounded like 1,000 fingernails scraping on enormous blackboard. Jesus, that sounds terrible, you know? Is that supposed to be music? Ron whispered. They turned a corner and saw nearly headless Nick standing at a doorway hung with black velvet, a cloth usually made for sink or cotton with a thick soft surface. Velvet drapes. Velvet. So what is velvet? Is this some kind of, oh yeah, some kind of, how is that? Some kind of sink. I don't know. I don't know. Fuck. Jesus. Drapes. 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 How to fucking pronounce this shit? Drapes. What? Uh-huh. So it's velvet drapes. My dear friends, say that mournfully. You're very sad, but what? He said mournfully. Welcome, welcome. So pleased you could come. He swept off his plump head and bowed them inside. It was an excellent. Oh shit! It was an incredible sight. The dungeon was full of hundreds of pearly white, translucent people. If an object or a substance is translucent, it is almost transparent, allowing some light through in the translucent people, mostly drifting around a crowded day dance floor. What's what? Oh, I don't know. Wasn't 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 till the dreadful quivering. Quivering. If a person's voice quivers, it shakes. Usually become okay. Quivering sounds of 30 musical saws played by an orchestra on the raised, black draped platform. Okay, well, there's a lot of words I don't know, man. It's crazy. A chandelier overhead blazed midnight blue with 1,000 more black candles. Their breath rose in the mist before them. It was like step into a freezer. Shall we have a look around? Harry suggested, wanting to round up his feet. Careful not to walk through anyone, said Ron nervously, and they set off around the edge of the dance floor. They passed a group of gloomy nuns, a ragged, I don't know, a ragged, tall, and not in good condition. Tall, tall, tear. Okay, okay. Okay, so a ragged man wearing chaps and what the hell is this name? A cheerful Hufflepuff ghost who was talking to a knight with an arrow sticking out of his forehead. Harry wasn't surprised to see that the bloody baron, a quant, what the fuck, a quant, just quant, why squat, a quant, red feet expired because of sickness or hunger. A gaunt, staring slithering ghost covered in silver bloodstains was being given a wide what? A wide berth by the other ghosts. A bed in boat, train, etc., or a place for a ship or boat to stay in port. Berth. Wide berth by the other ghosts. Oh no, said Hermione. Stopping what? Stopping abruptly, said Hermione. Stop it abruptly. Turn back. I don't want to talk to Moaning Myrtle. Well, what's this? Who's Harry? Yeah, that's my relation to, who. Since Harry as lay backtracked quickly, she hunted one of the toilets in the girls' bathroom on the first floor, said Hermione. She hunts a toilet? She hunts a toilet? What? Okay, so it's 20 minutes already, so I've stopped here. And yeah, that's it.